invite Luke, Luke Butler, AE from NewVoiceMedia.
Hi guys, so my name's Luke, I'm from NewVoiceMedia, I'm an account executive, and what I really want to cover tonight is what I wish I had known before I made that jump into the account executive role, but probably more importantly, what I wish I knew before I started the interview process. We've had it a little bit from Reese. Everyone says the SDR role is all about smashing numbers. You've got to make X amount of calls, you've got to book X amount of meetings before you even considered to make that next step, whether it be in AE or elsewhere in the business. And that's absolutely fine, and I agree with that. But I'm going to park that for just a second, because I don't think that's enough to differentiate you from the rest of your colleagues. And here's the reason why. If we look at the stats, on average about 10% of SDRs are promoted into an AE-specific role in a 12-month period. And typically as part of that process, you have to convince 2 hiring managers that you're the right individual for the role. So with a Hunger Games mentality, I guess your role should be trying to convince those 2 managers that you're the right person for that account executive role, right? Well, actually from my experience, I would slightly disagree. From my experience, around about 20% of that interview process is trying to convince people, and actually the 80% is learning as much as possible as an SDR. So I'm going to give you 3 practical examples of how you can enrich your learning as an SDR and ensure that when you do get into that account executive role, you can hit the ground running. Because when you think about it, it's like entering the London Marathon. Now, anyone here run the London Marathon? Yeah, there's one, cool. Maybe 1 or 2. So if you're going by the ballot, you would have already applied now, right? But you won't actually find out you got into the marathon until late October, early November time. Now, if you're like myself and you're very competitive, you want to make sure that you give yourself the best chance of running a fantastic time. So you find out at the end of October, and actually you run the marathon 3 months later, and simply that is not enough time to become a elite runner. And it's the same as an account executive. So the 3 practical things that I can give you today are: 1 is find a mentor as an SDR, 2 is getting to know business, and the 3rd is to minimize risk. So the first one of finding a mentor. So SDRs that have moved into the A role at NewVoiceMedia and have done it really successfully have always had a mentor as an SDR. Now, I was lucky enough that my mentor was the account executive that I was aligned to. It was someone that I wanted to be like, whether it was for the money, as Reese mentioned, or whether it was just for the status of being an account executive. But actually, by that person being my mentor, I did much more than just simply throw meetings over the fence. Whether that be shadowing discovery calls, whether that be shadowing sales strategy meetings, or whether that actually be towards the interview process, going on site and actually seeing what an on-site demo looks like. That's really important. And there's 2 benefits of that. The first is that you get visibility on the end-to-end sales cycle. And the second benefit is that if you are going for an account executive role, and I appreciate everyone might not be, there's other roles in the business you can move into, but if you are going for that account executive role, you can pretty much guarantee that your AE reports into one of the hiring managers that we spoke about earlier. Every week they will be having one-to-one business meetings about their pipeline, forecast closed, and you want to be at the front of their mind when they go into that meeting, so they can say, Ryan did a fantastic job this week, you really went beyond and above. So you want to be at the forefront of that conversation. The second element was getting to know business, and this might sound a little bit stupid, but actually, second day as an account executive, I was sat opposite a COO on site, and the COO probably 40 to 50 years old, grey haired, standard COO look-alike. And he knew his business like the back of his hand. And what he could sniff out is that I just didn't know how a standard business worked, because as an SDR, I had been focused on booking meetings for my AEs. So one tip that I would give you from my experience is make sure that you understand how a business operates. And the best way that I've seen this done is actually within the SDR role, go and speak to heads of departments, go and grab 30 minutes with them. Whether that be over lunch or over a coffee, but actually when you think about it, the account executive role, imagine how many touch points they have within your business. If a customer or prospect has an implementation question, then they'll go and speak to PS. If they have a legal or contractual question, they'll go and speak to the legal team. So it's really important that you understand how those business divisions work in your company. And again, there's two main benefits to that. The first is that you know how to approach that individual, and they know you when you become an account executive. Those conversations are a lot more easier. But second, the same as the first point, you can bet they're going to speak to one of the hiring managers. If they know you're going for that interview, they're going to speak to the hiring manager and say, Chantel came up to me out of her way, she knows how my business operates, my business division, but more importantly, she knows what I expect of her as a prospect account executive. And really the third one, learning point for me was minimizing risk. 9 months after being an SDR, like a lot of SDRs, I'm ready to go, I'm smashing my numbers. What else do I have to do to prove to you as a hiring manager that I'm ready? And I sat down with one of the hiring managers who was head of new business at NewVoiceMedia. He'd been at NewVoiceMedia for 11 years. Imagine how many SDRs have had this conversation with him. What else can I do? And simply he looked back at me, he opened up his laptop, and he got a demo environment out. And he said, Luke, I want you to give me an end-to-end demo of the solution, and I want you to talk me through the full value proposition that we offer. And there it was right there, is that as an SDR, I've been focusing all of my attention on the numbers, and absolutely that's crucial, but as part of the interview process, you've got to show that you can do more than numbers, and in an AE role, you have to show that you can really sell the end-to-end value solution while showing a demo. So the technical side of the business and the technical side of the offering that I didn't know. So that's how I needed to minimize risk, was to really show that I've done my research and understood the product and the end-to-end solution. So top 3 tips is find a mentor, get to know business, and minimize risk, because I believe if you go into the interview process with those 3 areas ticked off, not only will you get the role, whether it be PS or legal or account executive, but also you'll be geared up to hit the ground running and be successful as quickly as possible. Thank you.